Hello everyone, it's your girl Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a story time. Now I love doing story times because I feel like I'm kind of just like telling my friends the story. Like I just get to talk to you guys and sit. But today I want to talk to you guys about the time that I actually had to run from the cops. So we'll get more into it, but before we get started, if you guys like this video at any point, don't forget to give it a like, a comment, and subscribe. But yeah, let's get on to the video. So I'm gonna have to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. I went to like a Catholic school and I hung out with like a lot of people from public schools, which this has nothing really to do with it, but this is like the first real time that I've like had to like run from the cop. So it was my senior year and me and my best friend at the time, we will name her Claire. So me and Claire at the time, it was summer of my senior year, so I was going to be a senior, I believe. And her friend who went to her school, so Claire didn't go to my school. Claire went to a different school and I hung out with like a lot of people from her school. But her friend, let's name her Anna. So Anna, oh my gosh, I feel like this, okay. Anna was throwing the party and Anna's 2 years younger than me and Claire's a year younger than me. Anna was young, that's all I know, and that she was throwing a party and she was friends with Claire, and so like wherever Claire was going, I was going. So yeah, so me and Claire were trying to find plans that night and Anna was having a party. Her parents were gone, so we were going over there. We ended up going there I think with two other girls who was also Claire's friends, but Claire lived right next to Anna, like we could walk there. It was really close. Anna's house, the girl that was throwing the party, was in the center of, I'm trying to say the name, it was in the center of the city, of a certain city that's not the biggest, pretty small. Like I'm pretty sure she was like right next to the police department. It wasn't very far for the police to get there, so if like they got a call, they were coming. So Anna was on the party and we went with Claire and Claire's two other friends, and I'm pretty sure we drove to Anna's and I parked like up at like a church parking lot. But so we got to the party, she made like jello shots and we're the first people there, and people started showing up and like the party was pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. Like there, like the whole kitchen and living room area was very full. Claire was like hammered at this point. I remember her being pretty drunk and I was pretty drunk also, because we took like a couple or a lot of jello shots before people got there. So, and like I remember just drinking random things, like everyone just brought random stuff, so we're just drinking random things. Definitely heard rumors about cops coming, but it wasn't like a set thing that they were coming yet. So we're all just chilling, whatever. I think the guy that I was talking to at the time was like about to leave, so like I would, you know, when the guy that's at the party is the only person that you want to see is about to leave, you want to leave too. Like there's no one else you really want to talk to at the party. You don't want to flirt with anybody else. Like, so when he was about to leave, I was like, well, I want to go too. Like I don't really care to be here anymore if he's leaving, because that's who I came for. Whatever, stupid me in high school, blah blah blah. He was about to leave and I was like, okay, well then like I'm gonna try to convince Claire to leave too, because I want to go home or go back to her house. And right when I think he was about to leave, they said cops are here, and I'm a very like aware person. Is aware the right word? I sound so fucking stupid sometimes. Like I'm very aware. Yeah, I'm very aware of like things going on. Like I don't care usually how drunk I am. So if I am, like I always can like get it together, usually like 98% of the time. And right when I heard cops was there, I instinct like got so sober. Anna at the time was like,
it's fine, like just everyone calm down, like just let's turn off the lights, like everyone just stay in it.
And I literally was like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do that. So I grabbed Claire's hand, because that's the girl I came with, that's my best friend, we're going, you know? So I grabbed her hand and I think she grabs the other two girls' hands, and I like drag us out to the deck, and I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, we're about to leave and go run, whatever. And because when they were saying cops are here, like I think someone looked out the window and they're like, they really are, and I'm like, oh, panic, panic, panic. And so I drag Claire and her two friends, so like we're all kind of like in a train, you know, where girls hold hands, whatever, drag them out to the deck. And while Anna's like, everyone stay calm, it's fine, like it was not fine. And so I dragged them outside to the deck, and of course the fucking deck has no fucking stairs. I dead ass was about to jump and drag them all with me off this deck and onto the ground, but I knew that wasn't a very good idea. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go through the front door, which going to the deck ruined a lot of time for me. We could have easily had like a nice stroll out of the house, but no. So when I go out to the deck though, I this time saw the cop car. So let me give you a little diagram. So here's the deck. And here is the cop. Like here's the main road, and the cop was sitting right there and with his lights on. And I'm like, oh fuck, 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 fuck. Again, there's no stairs, so I dragged them back inside, and I'm literally pushing people out of my fucking way. I'm like, move, 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 move.
I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
We're not fucking getting an MIP today. And so again, I'm pretty sure Anna's by the fucking door. I'm like, bitch, move. And thank the Lord that her house is like, so her house door was on the side, because like the main road's right here. So here was the deck, main road, here's her side, here's her main door. Front door was on the side door instead of like being on the front. And thank God it was on the side. Like that's what I really feel like saved me, because at least the door that was in the front, we would have been screwed. So thank God her front door was on the side, because then we would have to actually like run away from the cops. So I'm really glad that, like, thank the Lord above that someone saw the cops right away, because they weren't like at the door yet. So again, I'm pushing, finally get to the door, and I think at this point me and Claire like let go hands, and we're kind of just like, all for yourself, girl. So right when I walk out of the side door, I think me and Claire split, and Claire goes this way, which I'll explain her story a little bit, it's funny. And then I go straight and hop this fence. Mind you, I'm just letting you guys know right now, I am not a person that hops fence ever, and I'm not very good at it. I'm not a very athletic person, and going over fence is very hard for me. So I don't even think, I just hop over this fence. I'm wearing booty shorts with a crop top and Birkenstocks, and I jump over this fence. I face plant, and I'm like, fuck, get up. Like I wasn't even thinking twice. I just got the fuck up. I took off my Birks, slid them off in this person's yard, ran to hop their other fence, fell again, and this time my keys got stuck, so I'm literally hanging there like this, and I'm like talking to myself, I'm like, bitch, you need to get up right now. You're not getting a MIP right now. We're not doing that. We're not getting an MIP. We're just not doing that today, so you better get the fuck up. And by the time that I jumped the first fence, there was other people coming out of the side door, because I think they all noticed that like I was like, nah, I'm not fucking standing there. So when I went out of the side door, a lot of people were running behind us, and they were going in front of the house, which were right where the cops were, which I think that they all got away. But I remember hearing like, stop, 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 everyone stop, and like cops were screaming, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And so hop over, so like that, I'm already just like, because I remember looking back, which I don't know why I did, but I looked back and I saw people running past like cops, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are crazy. And I think there was 2 cops at this time, so I'm already on my second fence hanging there with my keys. I'm like, let's go, no shoes on. So then I hop over one more fence, and again fucking fall again. I'm like, dude, you think I would get this right? After I fell over the 3rd fence, I literally saw this guy who I didn't even know was following me literally sprint past me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up and I start running, and I finally like hop down this like lodge step thing, and I get to the main road on the other side of like her house, and I see a car there, and like the guy that I was talking to at that time was like near the car, but he was just like staring at me. And I'm like,
get the fuck in the car.
And I'm like running like this. I'm like, run, 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 run. And I get into the car, and the person that was driving was, we're not going to say his name, but he was this other guy that I was friends with. And I literally just like crawled over him to get into the back seat. And it was me, the guy was talking to, his friend, and then two of the other guys. Like, I definitely was the only girl in there. And so then Claire comes, and I don't know where the fuck she came from, but Claire comes, and I'm in the car, and she tries to get in, and the guy of the car literally pushes her out and closes the door, and it's like, there's too many people. And I literally remember like looking out the back of the window like, that's my friend. You guys literally just left her alone. And like, we could have squeezed her. I don't care if it was a small car, could have squeezed her. So thank the Lord again that she must have, I think she was walking around and found people. So thank God they found her. But she also, the way that she went, which is what other people, a lot of other people went this way too. So I think she went this way. So she went towards Anna's backyard, and the fence that they were hopping over was like a big wooden door fence, if that makes sense. Like, it was big. And what she told me is that like there was people just like hopping over it, and I guess that there was these guys sitting there who literally were like picking people up and throwing her. And Claire's like a very small girl. She like literally, there's no way she could have even probably reached to hop over it. She said that these guys literally picked her up and just threw her over the fence, like just threw her. And then there's other girls that went that same way, and I guess that they like fell down this they fell, I don't know, there's like a stream or a river or something. All her legs were scraped up. But Claire finally, thank God, called me through some, she also dropped her phone meanwhile. So Claire called me through somebody else's phone, and so I knew she was safe, so thank God. But then we ended up meeting back, I think, at her place. I don't really remember. And so I think her parents were out of town too, but I'm not for sure. But I remember I was like sober enough. Again, I told you I sobered up right away. So we need to drive past Anna's house to look like, because we need to find Claire's phone. So I like drove past like really like secretively, and the cops were still there. So there was people that were hiding in Anna's basement, in her closet, and Anna obviously stayed there. All those people got MIPs. This is why everyone should just listen to me. There was this other kid, his name is, we'll name him George. This other kid also dropped his phone, like many people I think dropped their phone. George dropped his phone and went back like literally 5 minutes later, because he like could just walk home. But he walked back like right away, and the cops fucking found him while he was finding his phone, and fucking mipped him. I'm like, why wouldn't you just wait? So we were smart and just kind of like drove by, like just creeping like that, you know, and cops were still there. So we went back, and then we finally like went back maybe like an hour or two later. Still cops were there. Anna, I think, ended up going to jail that night because her parents weren't there, so she had no one to call. But I'm not like 100% sure. That's just what I heard. But yeah, so Anna ended up going to jail, and I think we ended up just going back in the morning to find everything. So we went back in the morning, and Claire found her phone. Claire also like broke into Anna's house, not like broke into it, but like we had to like hop the roof so she could get inside to get her stuff. And then also bless the neighbors next door, because they literally put my Birkenstocks, like I threw them out, or I like took them off and ran in their backyard, and then my shoes were laying like nicely put together in their front yard. It was so nice. I was like, because I thought I was never gonna get those shoes back, which like they weren't real Birks at the time. That's like one of the stories. So I swear it was like literally a week later. We should have like learned our lesson, right? Me, Claire, and my other friend at the time. Me, Claire, and we'll name this girl Kylie. Me, Claire went to this party that Kylie invited us to. I think there was another girl there. I don't remember. But we went to this party, And this one was all the way out in like West Omaha, so it was like huge, like a mansion house. And we were in the basement. A lot of people were there. I swear that people's parents were there, but there was a lot of people there. And all these people went to like a different school, so like we didn't really know anybody there besides like us. Somebody yells, "Cops!" And again, me and Claire just had this scare like a week ago, and we ran out of this huge window, which like people were like opening the window for us and like letting us go, which I don't remember ever seeing the cop there. Like I remember seeing a cop, but I don't think he was ever like chasing us. So I think that like they were just trying to say that to get people to leave. You know how it is. So we just like ran out of this window, and at this, again, I also like don't know where I am, and we like don't have anyone to pick us up. So we were running. We were running, and just running. And I remember we were running through these people's backyards. Again, these are like also like really rich people who were not happy that teenagers were running through their yard. But we were running through their like 3 people's backyard, and every single one of them were in their backyard. So I know that the neighbors called, and they were like,
Get the fuck off my lawn! Get the fuck off! And like,
we were just hopping fences and just like we're running everywhere. I was hiding behind like this person's back porch, and me and Kylie were, and I don't know where Claire was. Claire had to be with other people. We had another friend there. I don't remember who it was, but we had another friend there. And then I think we had someone come pick us up, but it was just like a time. Like now, thankfully, I'm 21, and I don't feel like I was crazy in high school. But those are like crazy stories where it's just like, I don't know, that's just stupid. And like that's a lot of things I don't like worrying about. It was literally the next day, or it had to be like 2 days later. It probably was like a Friday and a Saturday. And I think after that, me and Claire were like, we're gonna chill it out. It's like one of my crazy high school stories. If you guys want to do like a series on more of like my crazy high school stories, then leave a comment below. I would definitely love to tell some. I don't know if I want to post all of them, but yeah, let me know if you guys like this video at any point. Again, don't forget to give a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.